There's a star that lights the road. Will you take me to the edge where I won't go? I'll take this ride. Just drive. I wanna be the only one to make it through the night. Take you to the edge where I have died 1,000 times. Maybe I could be the one riding to the setting sun tonight. Just drive.
We go to today's grid, and here they are, all the cars working hard, looking to get ready for today's race. Got the grid girls with the lovely flag there, and the safety car is out at the front just in case. And we're now with Valtteri Bottas, who's currently 3 points behind Lethal Sniper in today's championship. There's Lethal Sniper. Oh, his car seems to be numbered up incorrectly, and he's wearing a Max Verstappen helmet. That's very strange. And Fernando Alonso is there as well, a bit further back on the grid, but he's going to try and make a great start, I'm sure, as we do. Now, about to hand you over to our ever-present Tad and Dougie to get this race underway.
Thanks, Jeff, and that's rather delightful as we've got Lethal Sniper here and we're going to engage and it's about to be ready and we're lights out now and away there! Great start from Lethal Sniper as he's pulling in Bottas here and he's into third. Oh, he's had a dig and he's hit the back of Kimi. Oh, and now Bottas and Massa have gone through. Oh, argy-bargy all the way up here.
Right, a bit aggressive on that one there, Tad. Oh, and now he's lost him. Oh, down there goes Checo Perez. That's aggressive. He tries to take him back there, and tyres sitting everywhere here on the first bit of the lap. Elbows outweighed, and Lethal has dropped down 2 places into 6th place now from 4th, starting on the grid after what appeared to be a great start.
Turn out that much, but somebody who has had a great start is Rizaldo. Now we're going to go over to him in a moment and watch that start. And I believe Toast as well has had an amazing start, so we're going to catch up on those right now.
Well, as you see, Rizaldo is here. He's kind of slowly bringing up those revs. He's got it to the right point here, we think, and as the lights go out, you can see he's already pulling. Oh, Palmer comes across there.
Yes, it looks like he thought about it, but he gave it a second thought and put it away. And Rizaldo here just on the inside of Esteban Ocon.
Hey, he's flew up into 10th.
What a manoeuvre! That's pure drag power!
Hey, and that's contact with Ocon, and it's made him go wide there. Ocon being very, very unhelpful there. And Rizaldo now is pushing it with the barrier as the Sainz goes through. He's in 10th place still, but he should have been in 9th there.
Yeah, we're going down into the hairpin here. Will he get past Sainz? No, I think he's going to follow the line in the train. And there's 2 there. It's Ocon and Toast. We'll see that in a second, but that looked really close from behind.
Yeah, that was really close, so we'll see that in a moment, as you say, as the rolls round P1 and he's going through the tunnel. He's lost a bit of time here to Sainz. Let's pick up with Toast now.
Yes, Toast on the back row of the grid here as he did 19th, and we're about to get lights out for him. Let's see what he does.
Rizaldo, sorry. Toast here. He's lost a bit of time to Ericsson at the start. I think he's going to make it up in the braking zone. Oh, look at him go past there. He's up to 16th, 15th, 14th. Alonso, oh, he's just dragged Alonso on the inside and he's behind Carlos Sainz. We can see up ahead there, Rizaldo and Ocon, oh, getting a bit argy-bargy there. And Sainz just waiting to attack. Or as Rizaldo takes Ocon wide and Sainz straight through. Toast right behind him now, coming down to Mirabeau. Oh, and he's outbraked Ocon there. He's got the position, he's up into 11th. Oh, a bit of a knock on the back and Ocon has come straight through the hairpin, and Toast sitting at 12th. Made up 7 places from the start of the grid. Really good start from him there.
Yes, and now Rizaldo, as he crosses the line, the DRS is enabled. We're picking up. He's chasing down Carlos Sainz now.
He looks to be a bit off in here at Lavage, but pulling him in. Oh, he's right on the back of him as we're about to go through Casino here. Oh, but he hasn't taken that corner well, and he's lost some places. Sniper here, oh, he's broke late, and he's got damage on the front wing. He's got off the pit, and he's just lost 2 places. Grosjean and it looks like Kvyat have gone through. Not good for the championship leader there, Lethal Sniper.
Yes, he's really going to have to go into the pits, which means he's going to lose a lot more places because you cannot drive around Monaco without a front wing. And we're here with Toast as he's coming down to the chicane. Oh, and there's Nico Hulkenberg on the inside. Hello, and they bounce off the barriers, both of them. Oh, this is intense. He's lost a position there. He's down in 13th, but he's going to make a go of him here. Oh, Paul! Oh! Oh, that was rookie. That was rookie. But now we're with Rizaldo. Hopefully we'll get a replay of that later. Rizaldo here in 10th place, powering down to the chicane. Oh, and he's missed his braking zone. And quite rightly, he's going to pick up a penalty for that. He's kept the position, which is not ideal, although there was no one around him, so I don't know why they penalised him for that at this point of the race. As he comes through Poole.
I think that's because that wasn't the first time that he's cut that corner there, Tad. That would be why. Repetitive cuts equal a penalty. In comes Lethal Sniper now to change that nose. We just saw him going in on Rizaldo's screen there. So Rizaldo is up and past him. He's heading down the straight at this point. Let's see where Lethal comes out after this pit stop.
No passes Lethal there in the pits, and well, he's missed his braking zone completely there, and now he's got a damaged front wing. He's in 10th, but he's going to have to come into the pits. Whether he can make the tyres last after that pit stop, we'll see. And in comes Toast. Oh, he's got a nose change as well, and they are not ready at Red Bull, and they are just dropping noses out by the looks of it there. They are dropping them centrally. It looks like noses everywhere for all the Red Bulls at this moment. And Rizaldo, his wing is damaged.
Aye, all Toast's hard work has gone to pot there, really.
And we're now with Rizaldo as he's coming down to the Mirabeau. Oh, and he's forgot his brakes. It's got to be the wing troubles he's having here. And as we see, Hulkenberg goes through. So he's already lost another place and a lot of time there. When he goes into the pits and comes out, I'm sure he's going to be pretty near the back. How close will Toast be? That is the question. We've got these 3 championship runners all running near the back here after the first round of pit stops. It's going to be hard to get past us. We've got a replay here of Toast on Hulkenberg. Hey, look, we slow it down here, and Toast, he's cut the line, and Hulkenberg has just barged right through there, causing Toast to go offline. And as he's come back, he's hit his rear tyre, causing Hulkenberg to go offline. This is amateur and messy from all of them. And as we've got them going down into to back here, and you just see there in the slow motion as Toast tries to make the line. He's a little wide. He catches Hulkenberg's rear end, which causes Hulkenberg to bounce off the barrier and spin Toast. Yes, and we've got Rizaldo now coming through the tunnel here at high pace. Lewis Hamilton with the quickest lap there. He's still out in the lead ahead of Kimi Räikkönen as Rizaldo gets around the Novo chicane properly, and he's got Alonso in his rear sights. How's this going to play as he goes round to back? Oh, he's losing grip here. He is losing a lot of grip. Oh, look at the lines. This front wing is causing him no end of trouble here. You really need your car in full walking order to be able to get through. Now he comes round Rascasse with, oh, he's wide there. Fernando's clever. He knows he's going in the pits, so he's not going to make a move.
Aye, 3 pit stops from the 3 rookies.
Yes, you hear that they say blue flag. Already, it's lap 8 here as Toast rounds to back, and he's coming through the chicane before he gets to Poole here. He's got Kimi Räikkönen behind him. That means Lewis Hamilton has already gone through. Not good for Toast here, getting blue flags at this stage of Monaco. Where can you let someone past? And the blue flags decide to go away as Kimi's in for the pits. Here with Sniper now, is he going to get past Sainz, who's exited the pits? He's not going to get past Sainz, but he's definitely in the point, and he's chasing for more. All the way through Rivage here. Oh, he's trying to make a move on Rivage. He's taking a bit off the power here, and he cuts inside at the casino. What a manoeuvre from Sniper. What a manoeuvre.
I don't underplay that, Tad. That has been excellent and probably one of the best moves of the year so far. Rizaldo here, coming around Rascasse. And he's going to power through the straight here. Oh, as we see already, he's already got another bit of damage on his front wing. I don't know if he's going to be able to get around or what's going to happen here.
Yes, and he's got Sniper ahead of him, who's come out ahead of him. That means he's been in again. Sniper must have had some more wing damage. We haven't picked that up yet, but we're with Toast, who lets Hamilton through again after the round of pit stops. He's really not having a good time out here, and Kimi is trying to barge his way through. No blue flags here.
but Toast gets the power back on through to back, and as we see here, Rose has got blue flags as well, and he lets Hamilton pass there as well a lap later. We've got the 3 rookies at the back of the grid. Not ideal for them at the start of the season. And here's Toast again. He's still got those blue flags. He's right through Mirbo there as well. And oh, he's lost. Oh, it's got to be his nose gone. What's he doing?
I don't think Jeff's got a magic strategy up his sleeve here that's going to make the Toast get into any points at all. Oh, and look at that. He's not even... The wing is just throwing off his whole car balance, and he's not really getting to grips with it. They're going to come in and try another change. That'll be the second pit stop.
Aye, we're not even 2/3 of the way through the race as Rizaldo locks up in Raskas there. He's got blue flags. What's he going to do?
Well, I think he's going to let his teammate through there, and that's a sensible option. What do you think to that, Dougie?
Aye, I think it's very sensible at this point. Rizaldo, if I'm honest, the way the race is going, the back 3 runners look like they're going to get absolutely nothing from out today. And letting Kimi Räikkönen... Oh, and he's lost his whole front wing there. Letting Räikkönen through is the obvious option there. The great choice from Rizaldo. As we're with Toast now, who's battling. He goes into Raskas on lap 14 here.
Dougie, but it looks like Rizaldo is out of the race, and we're going to get a replay of what happened. So he's coming up through Rivage. He's got no front wing, and he's lost it there. He's gone over to the other barrier. Oh, he's just missed Felipe Massa there. And we've got Perez behind him, I think, who's just gone through cautious. Oh! And the wheels come off. Surely he could have held it a bit better than that.
Oh, you would have thought so, but you never know with these wings going off. They're having lots of trouble. They're rookieing. And oh, Toast round to back there. He's got the other Renault of Julian Palmer on him. He's not going to be happy. That was a very aggressive... Oh, and he's driven into him. Surely he's going to get a penalty for that. A warning? Oh, that is dangerous driving. Very dangerous driving from Toast. I am not happy about that. Not happy. As a fellow driver, that is poor.
Yes, very aggressive, and I can't believe it. It's not like Toast. We haven't seen it all year. He's completely lost his wing now and probably compromised his race in more ways than one. This is absolutely ridiculous. As he's going round wide here, oh, he's having to take that so slowly, and he's got what car is it that's just behind him? We think it's Fernando Alonso and Julian Palmer. But, oh, and he's gone wide in reverse. Oh, that's very meandering. Let's see another look at that here. He's got people on his back.
Aye, and as you see him go over the crest, he just doesn't get on the brakes quick enough, slides straight into the barrier, and that suspension rod must have been weak already for it to just snap like that. Back with Lethal Sniper here.
Yes, hopefully Lethal can make it and complete this race, otherwise that will be all 3 rookies out at Monaco. Very strange, a very strange year, as he's on the rear of Pascal Wehrlein going through the tunnel here.
Yeah, I think this is more courageous by Lethal. I'm pretty sure that the way it's going today, there's no chance unless, well, who knows, what could happen? But at this point, Valtteri Bottas is going to take the lead in the championship, as we're starting to get the blue flags for Lethal, I believe. Oh, we've got another replay of Rizaldo here. Let's see as he goes up the hill. He's in one. He's into the other corner. Oh, just misses Massa, bounces off the wall. You see him trying to correct against the steer here, and it's not working. And oh, that rod, it's taken a lot of damage up Rivage, and it is off. And thankfully, with the tethering on the wheels these days, they are not bouncing off down the road.
And a beautiful shot of the Marina Bay there. That's absolutely delightful. We believe Rizaldo now has got his scooter ride back to the pits. He's walking off thanks to the guy, and that visor is closed. He does not want to show his face to the cameras, and I'd be very surprised if we get to hear from him afterward.
We may not hear from him for the rest of the day, but who knows? We'll wait and see afterwards, as you say, Tad. But we're here with Lethal Sniper now, the only one left in the races. We've lost Toast and we've lost Rizaldo. We're down to 18 runners here. Everybody seems to be going through the motions.
Hamilton's closing.
No blue flags for Lethal yet, which is a good sign.
But it's just a matter of time.
Chasing down Wehrlein, but Lewis is hot on his tail.
He's broke early there, and that's brought Hamilton into play.
Comes through the chicane.
He's broke early there, but obviously the sensible decision would now be to let Hamilton through, as Wehrlein has pulled away a bit. You let Hamilton through, and then maybe you can catch them a bit later. We've got a replay of Toast coming up Rivage here. Same place as Rizaldo, just a little later. As you saw the crest there, just before we slowed it down, and that's why he skidded off, and he's away, and that is Toast race over. And again, a great shot of the Marina as Massa goes through the chicane there. And Toast is doing the same as Rizaldo there, thanking his moped man, and I'd be very surprised if we get a word with him today. He did not look happy there either. Not happy at all.
Aye, and this is a very uncharacteristically strange race for Lethal Sniper. He's been leading for most of them all year. He's been up around the top 3 or 4 at max. Oh, and he's got a 5-second penalty. He obviously still hasn't let them go, and he's still in chase of the Salvers. What are you doing, Lethal? You've got no points to go. Why are you getting these suspensions? I don't understand. Oh, he's got Verline there, though. What's he going to do as he comes into Pouan? Oh, he's outbroke him and got past him in Pouan there very easily, and he's put a gap between him and Hamilton, and Verline pulls over straight away. Now that is an experienced driver for me. He's chasing Ericsson, but he's still got blue flags and he's in the risk of a penalty. Verline now knows that with that 5-second penalty, all he has to do is keep within touch of Lethal and he'll finish ahead of him in the race.
And we pick up here on the penultimate lap, and there's just more blue flags. Oh, and that's a bit of a ding, and he's still got a 5-second penalty, as well as losing a bit of front wing there. Surely, he's just got to give up the ghost. I would have retired the car if it was me, but I don't know how it's going to be for him to control now with this wing damage. It seemed impossible all day. Is it going to continue?
Aye, well, he's obviously carried on so that the race didn't end. And oh, this whole wing has gone there. Oh, with the lap to go, this is definitely 18th position for Sniper. He may be saying P15 on there, but who knows what's going to happen at the classifications at the times.
Oh yes, he's out the race as well with 1 lap to go. Obviously he was going to be a lap behind, and Valtteri goes past him there. That's very strange from Lethal Sniper. Again, it seems that through Rivage there might have been an oil spillage or something, because a lot of the cars were losing traction and losing grip, and the 3 rookies have all gone out in the same place. Maybe we'll have to investigate that. He's round at the pits now, and we don't know if we're going to get a word in with him either. Great view of the marina, but 3 retirements from today's race.
And now we've got the top 3 coming out. We've got Lewis Hamilton winning the race. Great win for Lewis, one of his first of the year actually, and I'm surprised it's taken so long, but it's at one of his bogey Grand Prix Monaco. And obviously Valtteri Bottas in 3rd and Kimi Räikkönen in 2nd there. Good points for Ferrari, but the real winners today with Mercedes, especially with both Red Bulls crashing out. Kimi has done what he can to keep the Ferraris ahead of the Red Bulls at this place. 2 Finns on the podium and a Brit. What a day.
Nicky, always a pleasure. Let's have a quick word. Lewis today drove really well. He got past Räikkönen at the start, and there was a bit of close racing at the end. Do you think I've summed that up correctly?
Correct. First corner was incredible, and the end was fantastic, I have to say. Where we came from and where we ended, this is the direction, the sign into the right direction, especially for Lewis. Incredible race he did.
Yes, incredible race indeed, and we saw the 2 Red Bulls and the Ferrari of Rosaldo struggle really today with the conditions out there. How did your car fare?
Yes, it was amazing how the Mercedes car performed under these difficult conditions, but Lewis drove fantastically, I can't say more.
Thank you, Nicky, and we're going over to Jiff in a moment, who's going to run down the standings with today's Constructors, the Championship, and today's race result. Over to you, Jiff. Thank you, Tad. Just looking at the race result today, we've got Lewis Hamilton topping the bill with Kimi Räikkönen and Valtteri Bottas making up the top 3. Felipe Massa and Daniel Kvyat, Romain Grosjean, Esteban Ocon, Sergio Perez, Nico Hülkenberg, Fernando Alonso, Kevin Magnussen, Stoffel Van Dorn and Lance Stroll make up the top 13 of today's race. Moving over to the championship here, we see Valtteri Bottas takes a 12-point lead over Lethal Sniper. That's a 15-point swing, and Ferrari there are still in 2nd place, but dropping off the pace a bit, as well as Red Bull, behind Mercedes, who are leading the Constructors at the minute. So that's a Mercedes man on top and a Mercedes car on top. Looks like another positive year for Mercedes. We have the biggest loser of the weekend was Rosaldo, who's dropped from 3rd to 5th. He is now 41 points off the title here, and we say that we've had quite a good race this weekend, not for the drivers themselves, but quite a lot of action out there on the track. Didn't mix things up too much, but it has definitely mixed up the championship so far. I'm going over to Tad, who's going to provide us with some words from the drivers from the race. Thank you. Toast. Today's race sadly ended for you with a lack of downforce as you were just on the exit of Rivage going over the crest. It was definitely an exciting weekend all round, and you've had some fun with the Renaults, it appears. Can you tell us what the steward said after the race about your incident with Palmer? You lit up social media, people saying the punishment was way too lenient. What do you have to say to that?
Yeah, not exactly the best way to end your first trip to Monaco. We didn't have the balance in the car right at all, and I struggled to keep it on track all the way through the session. Hulkenberg should never have been there. He hit me on the way through the chicane and should have yielded the position. As for the Palmer incident, I had to correct the angle on my car before I lost the end. I've apologised to Palmer, and the stewards decided not to pursue the incident any further.
Rizaldo, you lost your nose, or should I say your wing at Santa Vot, and then at the end of midway through Rivage, you lost the car, and essentially you were out of the race. One of 3 rookies out today. How do you feel after today's race? Well, when I was out there, I felt that I had a great start. I got up really into the points. I was going around okay, but I just lost concentration maybe, or maybe there was a bit of oil on the track at times, and I just went a bit too far, broke a little too late, and ended up in the barriers and taking bits off my front wing, which if you have to keep coming into the pits, it's no good. And I started to get lapped on about lap 12, which just showed that my race was not in any position today. So as I say, I lost it in Santa Vot, and once the wing came off, I knew it was going to be tricky. I almost hit Massa and Perez of that, which I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, and I hope I didn't compromise anybody's race. I'd like to thank the team for the effort they put in this weekend. We have to look on to Canada, where I can hopefully get a race win. Thanks, Rizaldo. Thank you, Tad. No problemo. Until next time. Ciao. Lethal, some good racing and some not so good racing, although one of the moves of the day, if not of the year so far, on Carlos Sainz. However, after multiple wing changes and some stop-go penalties and the blue flags really compromise your race, what can you tell us?
Tad, I won't keep you long. I'm pretty disappointed. I really let myself and the team down after we all worked so hard this weekend on the car. My race was compromised into Santa Vot. Bottas was obviously pushed out by Massa, which in turn hit me, and after that I hit Kimi, and the damage just meant that I was out of control until I got a new nose. So, you know, I pitted, and after that I was then pushing, but as you know, one mistake around here and you're in real trouble, unfortunately. That's what happened with 6 laps to go. After that it was a question of could I keep the car on the road, and as you could see I didn't. So there we go, but you know, on to next week.
On to next week indeed, and glad to hear you're keeping that positive. Thanks very much, Lethal.
Cheers, Tad.
And what an eventful race that was. Everybody had a really great time here at the Principality at the Circuit of Monaco this weekend. I suppose it's something to reflect on. None of the rookies finished the race, which was very bad for the championship in some parts where some drivers fell further back than they should have. But next week in Canada, who knows? I've been Jeff Swifington Whiffley, and until next time, be excellent to one another. Thank you. If you like these videos, subscribe, give me some likes, turn on your notifications. And if you didn't, thanks for stopping by.